Lesson 4. We are now on page 3 of the Guitar Method book, and we're going to do half notes now. So as we talked before, the half notes have the circle around it with the stem on it. So we're going to start off with on measure 42 and doing the half note exercise. So it's the open first string, 1 on the second string, 3 on the third string. Those are the notes that we're going to be doing. So that's our E, F, and G. So I'm going to count us in. Okay, ready? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Open, open, 1, 1, 3, 3, 1, 3, 1, open. And next is quarter notes. So quarter notes don't have a circle around the note, they just have a stem on it. So we're going to count, I'm going to count us, we'll do this one a little bit slower so you can get comfortable. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Open, open, 1, 1, 3, 3, 1, 1, open, 3, 1, 1, 3, 1, open, open. So those are quarter notes. Next, we're going to start on the second string. So we're going to be doing whole notes. And the notes on the second string, the open 1 and 3 is B is open, C is 1, and D is 3 on the second string. So we're going to start on the second string whole notes, so B, C, D. So I'm going to count us in 1, 2, 3, 4. Open, 1, 3, 1, open, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's B, C, and D. Next, we're going to do a half note exercise on the second string. So I'm going to count us in 1, 2, 3, 4. Open, open, 1, 1, 3, 3, open, 1, 3, open. Next is quarter notes, and we'll do this one a little bit slower, still on the second string. And just a reminder, we hold our pick straight up and down, index finger goes around, thumb grabs at the back, so it's hanging straight up and down, and they're going to rest our palm right on the bridge right here. So I'll do this one so you can see how I'm doing with my right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open, open, 1, 1, 3, 3, 1, 1, open, 3, 1, 1, 3, 1, open, open. Next, we're going to do the first and the second string together. So this is almost like a scale. We're going to be ascending and descending. So we're starting on the second string. 3, 4, open, 1, 3. Then on the first string, open, 1, 3, 1, open, 3, 1, open. That's actually called the Locrian scale, and that's something that we'll talk about when we get into more advanced work. All right, so that's exciting. We're getting to our very first song. It's going to be Jingle Bells. And we're doing this song because we can do it on the first and second string. Now, I also going to introduce us to chords in this exercise as well. But first, we're going to just start. We're going to play through Jingle Bells. And this is on measure 71 in the method book. And it's Jingle Bells Traditional. So I'm going to count us in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open, first string. 4. Open, 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 and open. 3, 1, 3. Open, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Open. Then 3 on the second string. 3. Open, 1, 2, open. Open, 3, 1, 3, open, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, open, open, 3, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. So that's congratulations. That's your very first song. So that's where we're making some progress here. And I'd also like to introduce you to chords now. And so this is where, again, we're getting into more advanced stuff, but I'm going to keep this as simple as possible. And we're just going to do partial chords to begin with. So what I'm going to do is we're first going to start with a C chord. And all we're going to do is we're going to play the first fret on the second string with our first finger. And remember, this is really important to keep this finger nice and arched because you can't touch any of the adjacent strings on it. So I'm going to keep it nice and arched and just play the first fret on the second string. And if I was to play the strings, there's a first string, second string, third string. See, they're all nice and clear because my finger is arched here and I'm not touching any of the adjacent strings on the guitar because I have a nice arch in the finger and that keeps it nice and strong and squeezing between the finger and the thumb. So now I'm going to play, this is a partial C chord, and we're just going to strum the first, second, and third strings together. So it's going to sound. Okay, so that's our C chord. The F chord, there's a couple ways of doing it. F chord is a hard one, so we're going to leave the F chord for right now, but I'm going to do a G chord, and we're just going to do the third fret on the first string. Third fret on the first string with our third finger, and this time we're going to strum 4 strings. So the strings sound like this. And we're going to strum 4 strings together. So that's our G chord. Again, we're just doing partial chords. Eventually we'll put more fingers on and get more advanced. Then we're going to switch to a G7 chord. So then we're going to do 1 on the first string, and we're going to strum those 4 strings again. And then back to the C chord where it's 1 on the second string, and we're strumming the top 3 strings. If you want to try the F, I would suggest this: 1 on the first finger on the first fret on the second string, your second finger on the first fret of the first string, and your third finger on the third fret of the third string. And those got those three notes in the F chord. Okay. Okay, so next time what I'm going to do is I'm going to accompany you as you play Jingle Bells now. I'm just going to play the accompaniment. And that way you'll get to hear what you're playing with the accompaniment. Okay, so I'll count us in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open, 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 3, 1, 3, open, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, open, 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 3, 3, open, 3, 3, open, 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 3, 1, 3, open, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, open, 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 3, 3, 1, 3, 1. Okay, so I hope that worked out for you. And that's Jingle Bells. Now we're going to go right on to page 4. And we're going to now do our third string. So third string, there's only 2 notes we need to worry about, our G and our A. So our G is the open third string. A is the second fret on the third string. So we're going to do that with our second finger here. So open, 2. So we're going to do our third string G and A exercise. This is measure 87. So I'm going to count us in. So 1, 2, 3, 4. G, open, A, which is 2, 2, open, open, 2, 2, open, 2, open. Now we're going to do our G Mixolydian scale, and this is going to start on the open third string, and this is a first 3 strings exercise. So this is from measure 91. So I'll count us in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open, 2, open, 1, 3, open, 1, 3, 3, open, 1, 3, open, 1, 3, open, 2, 1, 2, open, open. Okay. Next we have Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, and this was a melody actually written by Amadeus Mozart. And it's one that we all know is a children's nursery rhyme, a children's song that we often sing. So as children. And after we do the melody, I'll show you some getting more advanced into the chords. Okay, so let's try Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, traditional melody by Mozart. So we're starting on the open third string. We can get that third fret on the second string all ready to go because we're going to need that note next. So you put that third fret on the third fret of the second string to begin with before you start. Okay, then we're going to start on the open third string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open, open, 3, 3. Open, open, 3. 1, 1, open. 2, 2, open. 3, 3, 1, 1, open, open, 2. 3, 3, 1, 1, open, 2, open, 3, open, 3, 1, open, 2, open. Okay. So for the chords, if you're still just only comfortable doing the part chords, then continue doing that. But if you wanted to start to get more advanced with your chords, we're going to add another finger to our G chords. So now we have the third finger, third fret of the first string. We're also going to add the first finger on the second fret of the fifth string. So this is a G with the third and the bass. Okay. And we'll do the same with a C. We're going to have, if you just want to stick with the first finger on the first fret of the second string, you can do that. If you want to be more adventurous, you want to add the second finger, it's going to go on the second fret of the fourth string. So that we can do the C with 2 fingers down. For the D, we're going to have to put 3 fingers down, okay? So we're going to do, first finger is going to do second fret of the third string. So first finger, second fret of the third string. Second finger is the second fret of the first string. Third finger is the third fret of the second string. So do that again. So first finger, second fret of the third string. Second finger, second fret of the first string. Third finger, third fret of the second string. And you're just going to sound, you'll hear each note sound individually. That's your D chord. Okay, and then if we invert that chord, we get a D7 chord. So now it's going to be 2 on the third string, 1 on the second string, and your third finger, you're going to do 2 on the first string. So it's second finger, 2 on the third string, first finger, 1 on the second string, and third finger, 2 on the first string. And we're going to strum 4 strings. That's our D7 chord. Okay, so next we're going to do Jolly Good Fellow. And this piece is in 3/4 time. But before we do that, I would like to play the accompaniment of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Okay, so let's do Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And this is measure 96. And I'm going to do the accompaniment, so I'm going to get you to play this time. This will be, and then we'll take a break. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Twinkle, 3, 3, open, open, 3, 1, 1, open, 2, 2, open, 3, 3, 1, 1, open, 2, 3, 3, 1, 1, open, 2, open, 3, open, 3, 1, 1, open, 2, 2, open. Okay, so that concludes this lesson. Next, we're going to do dotted half notes and Jolly Good Fellow. So that concludes the next, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next lesson.